Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Cop Tool. I'm Zach, and today with me is Mike. Mike, thanks for joining me today.
No problem, anytime.
So let's talk about what you have here.
So we have the Wheeler X SideKick 2 pipe threader. So the SideKick 2, right out of the box, the capacity of the SideKick 2 is 1 inch. Okay, so the head that comes equipped on this machine will do 1/2 inch to 1 inch, but then also you can buy other die heads. You can go 1/4 to 3/8 as well.
Okay. I like how this is smaller than your much larger pipe threader.
Yeah, absolutely. So the key of this pipe threader is the portability. Okay, this little guy is only 58 pounds. And also, I mean, someone like me, I can just, pick it up and carry it around. Yeah. What's really neat about this machine, like I said, is the portability, the functionality, and then just the ease of use. So you can bring this thing, so if you have a small job, a residential guy, a fire sprinkler guy, it's up on scaffolds, you don't have to go down and have to thread all your pipe down on the shop floor and then move it up. You can bring this thing upstairs, you can move it in and around a residential facility, or if you're up doing fire sprinkler type work, this thing can go right up on the scaffold, you can thread your pipe up there.
All right, so you mentioned that this was a full-featured tool. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Okay, full-featured being, it does 3 things, okay? It's a pipe threader, so obviously it's gonna thread pipe, but it's got a cutting arm on it, so it cuts the pipe. It's got the threading head, so it's gonna thread the pipe, and then after you're done threading, it's gonna ream the pipe with this reamer head.
Yeah, I like how everything is kind of included. It's all in one unit. It's small, it's compact, easy to use, lightweight. Who's going to use something like this?
Okay, so the major users of this product is going to be plumbers. Okay, plumbers, and then we move on to sprinkler fire protection guys, and then on top of that, we any mechanical contractor doing any size jobs. Okay, the portability of this unit is really going to be the key, just because of the fact that even if you're on a big job and you're doing long runs of smaller diameter pipe, this thing is perfect because it's so portable. You can get it up in other areas and not have to transport pipe all the way down to the shop floor, keep on bringing it up and down. You can move this thing around, put it on the back of a truck, put it on scaffold, put it on a workbench. You can pretty much put this thing wherever you want it.
So I can see how plumbers would use something like this, or a contractor's putting in a gas fireplace or water heaters.
Absolutely. Perfect end users, perfect applications for this tool, because when a guy's doing that type of work, he needs portability. He doesn't want to go in and out. He wants to bring the machine, put it on the back of the truck, get the job done quick, and he's out. Okay, the other end user for this type of product would be an electrician. For some jobs, they need to use rigid pipe. Okay, you can't bend that type of conduit. You need to thread it. So this would be a great tool for threading rigid conduit.
So what's the advantage of using a smaller unit like this versus the one that's much larger?
Okay, so if you're threading 1 inch pipe, you're just going to want to use this machine, because the larger machines, it's going to take 2 guys to get them out of the van. Okay, you got to set it up on the you got to set it up, and then you have to bring the oil bucket in. It's messy, it's cumbersome, it's large. If you're just doing a 1 inch pipe job, and that's all you're going, I can pull this thing out of my van, put it on the job site, get the threading done, and actually be done. And about the same time, those guys will be setting their machine up.
Yeah, okay. Earlier you mentioned about an oil bucket. It sounds really messy.
It is. One of the things that's really nice about this machine that people really love is that it's a self-oiling head. Okay, you're on the job site, you just dump the oil right into the pan, and then you're ready to go.
This was super easy to use, especially for someone who's never used a pipe threader before. I enjoyed it. I can see why people would invest in a smaller unit like this. Tell me how much this will cost.
All right, so list price on this is going to be around $2,500. Okay, but the value you get from that, it makes sense for guys doing this all the time.
Yeah, totally. Well, of course, that's only half the story. For the full story, visit us at coptool.com, and if you haven't checked it out, make sure you do so. There's a lot of great information on there. And Mike, I appreciate your time today.
No problem.
Make sure you like and subscribe Cop Tool. Folks, we'll see you next time.